I'm going to
I don't feel
record.
like showing my face, okay?
Sorry?
Look like shit. I don't feel like showing my face.
That's no problem.
Oh my God, okay.
All right. I think that there are enough participants for us to start, right?
Yep.
I don't see any other requests to enter the room, but if anything, so I'd like to start by I would like you to start by presenting yourselves. I know that we know each other already, but I think it's important that we say those things so that the people who are seeing it on YouTube or when we post it know who we are, right? So I'm going to start myself. My name is Ícaro. I am an English teacher. I am 26 years old, and talking about English level, I think I consider myself fluent already. And that's it. Luana, you go.
And, my name is Luana. I'm 28 years old, and I'm an English teacher as well. And from Pará, from Belém, Pará, like Gysa. And I think I'm advanced. The last test I did was advanced level.
All right. Lucas, see you there.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Guys, good morning.
Good morning. Sorry that I'm a little late.
No problems.
Did you guys have one meeting before this one?
No. This is the first one. He started late, so never mind.
So I'm in time.
Yeah. So introduce yourself.
All right. My name is Lucas. I am 22 years old. I am not from Pará. I live on Minas Gerais. And I study veterinary medicine at UFMG. I think that's good, right? Good introduction.
All right. Rafa?
Okay, I'm Rafael. I'm from Ribeirão Preto City, São Paulo State. I'm 27 years old. Right now, I've been teaching English for a few months, and I think I'm in advanced level. That's pretty much it.
All right. Gysa?
So I'm Gysa. I'm going for some different information here. Like I'm gonna say my name.
Why can't we see you, Gysa?
Sorry?
Why can we not see you?
I don't feel comfortable with my face today, but I am gonna show myself. You
I think
okay?
it's good because look at this stupid hair. You can't be as bad as me.
A few minutes, okay?
All right.
So my name is Gisele. I am 33 years old. My native language is Portuguese from Brazil. My English level goes for B2. It's like, sorry about the noise. Oh my gosh. It's upper intermediate, B2. And my purpose here is getting comfortable with the English language. My mom is screaming right now. Getting comfortable with the English language through time because I need to practice my English, my speaking skills. And that's it.
All right. So today's topic, I don't know if you have seen in the group, right? We're gonna talk a little bit about the future, right? So I have decided that we could see a little bit about the past before we start, right? So I have brought to you a simple video, like 3 minutes long, right, about the last decade, things that happened between 2010 and 2010 and 2019, right? They didn't. The video doesn't cover 2020, which was a surprising year, right? We all know why. So I'm going to share with you the video, okay? Now I know how to do that. Tell me if you are able to listen to the audio.
And we call it.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
The iPad. That's what it looks like.
The Deepwater Horizon. There are no reliable estimates of how much oil is pouring into the Gulf.
Lady Gaga!
The Prime Minister forced out of office in his first term, our first female PM sworn in.
Dozens of asylum seekers are feared dead after their boats smashed into rocks at Christmas Island.
The Arab Spring spreads to Egypt.
This is the moment Japan's nuclear disaster began.
The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
Apple is confirming that Steve Jobs has passed away.
The Queen has begun celebrating her Diamond Jubilee, marking 60 years on the throne today.
Welcome to Uber.
Welcome to London.
I will not be lectured about sexism and misogyny by this man. I will not.
Barack Obama has been re-elected.
This is nuts.
He leaked top secret facts. He's 29-year-old Edward Snowden.
The nation's first female prime minister was thrown out of office.
The government of Australia has changed.
A Malaysia Airlines flight with 239 people on board has gone missing.
The siege in Australia. A gunman taking 17 hostages. The horror lasting 16 hours.
This morning, the Supreme Court recognized that the Constitution guarantees marriage equality.
Turnbull in, Abbott out. Australia is to get a new prime minister. Landmarks the world over lit for France.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
The people of Britain have spoken, voting for a British exit, dubbed Brexit.
Angelina Jolie filing for divorce from Brad Pitt.
There is no path forward for Hillary Clinton.
Obama.
Being your first lady has been the greatest honor of my life.
President of the United States.
Allegations of sexual harassment against Harvey Weinstein.
This was one of Britain's worst fires.
They voted yes for love.
Australia's sixth Prime Minister in just over a decade.
This is one of New Zealand's darkest days.
An inferno is burning at the famed Notre Dame Cathedral.
A massive show of unity in Hong Kong.
I have always believed in miracles.
The president must be held accountable. No one is above the law.
So, can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, just a minute. Let me just. All right. So I would like you to share a little bit about these events. You know, did you remember all of them? I'll let the microphone open for you guys.
We can still see your screen.
Okay, so stop share here. All right. So, did you remember all of these events?
I remembered some. They seemed pretty random to me, like random news. But yeah, I do remember some of these events, not all.
All right, but did any of them call your attention? Something that you could pick from those from that mixture of videos?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny when Obama said Obama out and dropped the mic. It's not something I would expect from the president, maybe from a rapper or something, but it was funny.
I always thought that was fake. It was like a video Photoshop, you know. I didn't know he did that for real.
I think he did it. He was unpredictable.
Yeah. Actually, when he went out of office, he did that. I don't remember the situation, but he did that. Rafa, Gysa, did you see anything in the video that called your attention, something that you didn't remember?
Yeah, there were some happenings in the video that I remember really clearly, like when Osama bin Laden was killed. And I remember clearly when Steve Jobs died. The Arabic Spring, I remember really clearly. I think at that time I was watching too much news, you know.
All right. Luana, Gysa?
Yeah, I think it's crazy because you can see Trump when he was just a famous person and a businessman. And if you tell at that time that he was going to be the president, no one would believe it. And even when he was running, people was like, "There's no way he's going to win." And now he's trying a second time.
Yes, yes.
Probably gonna win.
Yes, it's very possible. Yes.
No, I don't think so. I was chatting with a native. Many Americans are really depressed with Trump.
Yeah, there are always the haters and the people who support the government.
Ícaro, is this the same video that shows Lady Gaga?
Yeah. At the beginning, it shows Lady Gaga at the beginning, when she was becoming famous. But
Yeah, that's right. That's the only thing that stands out for me is when she was like on the media with her
meat dress.
Yeah, it was during a presentation. And it was a shocker to people quite a time, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think things have changed a lot in the last 10 years? From
oh boy, yeah.
I think technology changed very fast.
But why do you think that?
You see Apple introducing the first iPad was in 2010.
Yeah.
So not 10 years ago, and you have so many. They already launched other versions every time, more advanced versions. Every year it's a new version. They are much smaller, or they're thinner and with more capacity. And I remember having a flash drive that was only one gigabyte, and now people want 1 tera. So changed very fast.
Yeah, what about you guys? What do you think have changed?
Actually, I didn't remember that, but in the video, I think Uber was created in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. It's been 8 years that we have Uber. So yeah, it's interesting.
Lucas.
Diga.
Are you there?
I'm sorry, I just said something in Portuguese.
All right. So do you think things have changed?
Yeah, definitely things have changed, but not in such a massive way.
All right.
I think that something important that the video did not address would be something like that has changed and is getting worse like each year, would be something related to global warming, because it's getting worse. And it didn't talk anything about that in the video.
All right. Gysa?
Yeah, can you see me?
Yes.
Now we can.
Okay. So stuff related to technology, I think that now we see many things happening related to fake news and hate speech that was not as common as it is nowadays, like people gathering with the same goal, with the same purpose, you know. And I think that technology has helped this group of people to get together and like spread hatred on the internet. And this is related to technology too. I don't think it was as common as it is today, you know. I don't know if you guys agree with me.
Yes, certainly. I have a question for you guys, which is the following. We all know that technology has changed fast, right? We all hope that for the better. But do you think that the social developments have followed the development of technologies? Like, did we develop as human beings as fast as technology evolved? Lucas.
No.
I definitely disagree with this statement. Technology has improved in a massive way, and our social skills, our social interaction, it's getting weirder and weirder. Like people are being separated in bubbles, groups that have strong beliefs, and they do not talk with each other. And it's really weird because sometimes I'm talking to my friends and they say, do you know that famous person? And in the past, someone who was famous, everyone used to know. And right now there are some really famous people for some group that only they know. Like there are famous people for kids, and there are some really famous singers that no one knows. And it's really weird. I think our social interaction is having some hard time right now. Like sometimes we are at home, but we don't talk to our parents. And we should, try to evolve just like technology is. And we should use those things because, I have a brother that lives far away from me that I cannot see him regularly. But thankfully we can talk with each other, we can chat, video chat. And that is something that I really appreciate about technology. I think it helps a lot.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Lucas has brought something really important, like as far as social skills. I remember using Messenger to invite my friends over, to my house instead of just calling them. And Messenger is not a reality today, but we use WhatsApp, and it kind of affects the way we communicate with people, I guess, let's say that I want to break up a relationship or say something serious. I want to talk to another person, and I rather do this by phone, by messaging that person or something like that, instead of just having a face-to-face interaction. And I think that has to do with social skills. They have deeply affected the way we communicate with other people.
You are cruel.
Sorry?
Breaking up my message is something cruel. You should not do that.
I don't like making calls anymore. Like, don't call anymore. It's just message. Unless if someone calls me, I think it's something very serious. So I get nervous if I see a call, someone calling on my phone.
I remember spending a long time with my friends back in high school, like talking to them by phone, and it was really nice. It's been a long time, and now I don't have that. So.
All right, Rafa.
Can you repeat the question?
Sorry?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, do you think social interaction has developed as much as technology?
Well, I agree with Lucas. Social media are not bringing people together so much. Usually we see in some houses we see everyone is on their cell phone, texting with each other. So there are some pros and cons, ups and downs. I don't know. There are good things and bad things about that.
All right, Lucas.
I would like to add some idea. Like Rafael said, that social media do not bring people together. And I think it kind of does, because I found you guys on social media and I met Rafa first and he introduced me to Gysa, and all of you. And I think that's something amazing about technology. But I think that's something that it's kind of harmful, because on Facebook mostly I have like 1,000 friends. I have 1,000 Facebook friends. But when I post something, almost no one sees it. And it's something that I don't care, because I have a family and they know it exists. I talk to them. But if I was too much on that social media and I posted things and I started feeling like I was invisible in there, it's something that people should worry a little bit, because you see advertisement everywhere, but you don't usually see your friends' posts. Even though you have 1,000 friends, you don't see posts from them. You see posts from people who pay to be there. I think this is something harmful to society in general.
That is a very good point. Luana, I know you have something to say.
Yeah, complementing this, sometimes I'm on Facebook and I'm scrolling, and then I have no posts anymore to see, and Facebook says you need more friends to see more posts. Like, I'm not even seeing half of them in here. You're not showing me. I have more than enough friends on Facebook. Many people I barely know, and I have them on Facebook. So what do you mean I need more friends? Because they only show what they think is relevant. I know, and lots of ads. Half of it is ads.
And this is really dangerous, because who should decide what's important and what's not important should be you, not one social algorithm, social media algorithm.
And one more thing, I think the worst thing about this, it's that now it's easy for people who have hateful thoughts to find other people who are also hateful and racist and misogynist and all of this, and get together, you know, and produce hateful comments. And before, I think people wouldn't pay attention to them. They didn't have a place to talk like this, and probably they didn't have the courage to say the things they say online. So it's very easy now to get in a fight and say really nasty things that upset people, that you wouldn't see it offline.
I would like to add another thing, like people say bad things. And I think that the worst part is that when they say bad things, the Facebook algorithm just put that to people who also believe in those things. And that bad idea that was already bad and should be stopped is starting getting bigger and bigger, just like a snowball. And there is nobody that could say like, come on guys, you guys are just wrong. There is not anything like that. When they are wrong, they only gather with people that are also wrong, and it just increases and increases. And yeah, we should be careful and pay a lot of attention to social media, because it's dangerous.
It increases polarization, right?
Yeah,
that's a beautiful word, polarization.
Guys, do you think that technology has brought us any disease in specific, or has developed something that is not good for our health?
Myopia.
Sorry?
Myopia.
Myopia. Okay.
Rheumatism. Depression.
Yeah,
I can go on if you want it.
yeah, I'm asking you that question exactly because of that, because of the depression, right? Many people have discussed before that technology this technological world that we live in would increase the cases of depression. Why do you think technology is related to depression?
Why?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Luana.
One reason I've seen in researches and in talks about that is that when you see on Facebook or Instagram, people only post nice pictures of themselves, and when they are in the beach, when they are traveling, buying things. So you see those posts and you think everybody he has a nice, a perfect life, they are always doing nice things, and you don't take in account that there was just one moment. You don't know what came first, what came before or after. That maybe that trip wasn't that good, but they took a good picture. So and we do this too, because sometimes we are in a bad place, in a bad house. There's no water, there's no electricity, or it's too hot, but we take a good picture smiling to tell people that we are happy. So when we see other people happy and we know that we have lots of problems, we think that it's us, we have a problem, but the other people, they are having, everybody else is having a good time. So you have you have a wrong perspective of what real life is.
Yeah, I understand totally. Rafa, Gysa?
Well, especially on Instagram, you know, people like posting like how perfect their body is, you know, well fit and nice smile, you know, and everybody's perfect, just like robots or something like that. I think Instagram is a really a social media for that, you know, to like fake showing happiness, you know, especially made for that. And sometimes we find ourselves doing the same, that genuinely doing that, you know. I don't want to show that I'm happy, that I'm better than another person, that I'm in a better place. I'm just doing this genuinely because just as it's the time that we be living, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Lucas, you were about to say something before Luana, right? I asked you why is technology related to depression, and you were about to say something.
Yeah, I was. And I think that what Jesus said, that people fake, no, Luana said about faking, like showing something that is not true. I agree with that. I remember a trip I did, and I went to a marvelous beach. It was fantastic. I think it's the prettiest place I have ever been in my entire life. But that day, my family had a discussion, and one part of my family wanted to go somewhere, and we went to that beach because we knew that it would be amazing. And it truly were. You know, we loved the beach, it was fantastic, but since the family wasn't there together, it didn't feel the same. The picture were fantastic, but the feelings were not as good. I would rather be on a place that would not be that pretty, that beautiful, wouldn't look so good in the picture if I was together with all of them. So pictures can show you good things, and social media want good looks. If the beach looks amazing, the picture will get a lot of likes and will show to everybody as if it was something perfect, and it wasn't. I had been happier in a lot of places. They're a lot more simple, cheap, and the important thing is not the looks. It's who's there with you and how you, yeah, how you feel. You can't go out on pictures. Even if you're sad, you wouldn't take a picture without a smile. You put it on a smile for the picture, not because you're happy. Sometimes you are, but not necessarily.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Rafa, you have something to say?
Well, regarding to depression, anxiety, I think social media is it's making things worse, especially because people they create this, like it's like a utopia, like they create a fairy tale, like, oh, my life is perfect, I have the best friends in the world, I'm traveling around the world, you know. And I don't know, maybe people they like to create fantasy. And there's another thing that I think makes depression and anxiety worse. uh, Usually people that are addicted to social media, they don't have a they don't get along with their families, with their relatives. I don't know, I'm not sure. But because I remember reading in a book they say, this is scientific, they say when we get along with our relatives, our father, our brothers and sisters, we have a good immune system, or we have a good health. And I think this is also related to depression, anxiety, those kind of things, you know.
I understand totally. Guys, do you post a lot? Do you post a lot, or you don't post a lot?
I don't. I don't. Like on Instagram, I think my last post was in 2018.
Very little.
On Facebook, it's just every. I think I only post every few months on Facebook.
All right.
I'm always looking what other people are doing, but I don't post because for me it's difficult because I want to have like the perfect picture and the perfect status to write. I don't like to put just random things, and I have one fear that is on social media and mostly on Twitter. Anything you put there in just a few hours, you can become famous and not for a good reason and be canceled and have your life actually almost ruined for if you post something wrong. Not that I intend to post anything controversial or anything like that, but you never know, you know, or if it's too funny and people start making fun of it and it goes viral. That's what fear I have, you know, going viral or getting canceled or something like that. And even if you are not, you don't have to be famous to this to happen to you.
Yes, I think people are not free anymore, right, to express. Although you don't post yourself, you don't post that much. Sometimes we are afraid of posting and expressing, and because we are afraid to be judged sometimes, right?
Yes.
All right. So, guys, what else?
Well, unlike Luana, I post a lot of things when I feel like it. I know there are some consequences to it. I mean, people might read what I'm posting and they, oh my God, that girl is like that, or like this, or like that. You know, people might think that I am something, or I don't know, gonna picture me as a person that has, you know, likes, dislikes. So if I'm over posting about video games, oh, that person likes video games. You know, the person kind of
right?
knows that I like video games. You know, kind of know the person a bit by the over posting she makes. But at the same time, I think that over posting is a bad thing. You know, and I am self-aware of that. But I do it, and I don't know, just feel like it.
What about you too, Rafa and Lucas? Do you post a lot?
I do post some YouTube videos about some classes I do in English, about English. And if you guys are not subscribed, you guys could subscribe to my channel. That would be nice.
All right. I
We
can
have
do
a YouTuber.
So not really. I have like 10 videos, but I do that like regularly. I try to post every week, even though it's hard. Most of the time I fail, but I try. And there are some subscribers that they talk to me like, "Come on, Lucas, you should put new videos 3 times a week. You know, you're posting too little." And I wish I could do that, but I have a life and it's impossible to do that. And still live.
YouTube is not paying your bills yet.
I don't know if it will ever be, but as incredible as it may sound, there are some students that they have seen my videos and they asked for classes. So even though YouTube is not helping, those classes are. So it's something I do appreciate. Keep doing your job, YouTube.
It's good. So go, Rafa.
I don't post so much. I'm like Luana. I mean, I love Facebook, WhatsApp, but I don't know. I don't like to post about my life. So I sometimes I'm not saying that I don't post anything at all. Usually when I post something, it's because I'm really interested in that thing, you know, or it's because it's really funny, you know.
I get it. So guys, this year we had a situation, right, with coronavirus that nobody expected, right? I don't think anybody could say that we would have a virus like that running the world 2 years ago. I think nobody could predict that. So that's why today I've brought some questions related to the future, right? And the first one is related to your lives in 20 years. What do you think your life will be like in 20 years? So I hope, as my answer, I hope that I will be a professor at the university because, yeah, if God allows me.
I hope you succeed. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I would love to do that. Like, the money is very good, and like, I am a teacher at public schools, and it is hard work. It is a lot of hard work, and I would like to be a professor to teach people to teach. Because there are many problems in public schools related to different things, but sometimes there are teachers who are to be guilty too, related to problems in public schools. So I want to teach teachers in the future. If God allows, maybe one day, but in 20 years, I'll have to be there. 20 years, come on. It's not possible.
That's fascinating. That's fascinating.
That is what I want to be doing in 20 years. What about you, Luana?
I realized in 20 years I'll be almost 50. You guys too. So I hope I'm already. I hope I'm very established in my career and a specialist in the field I choose. And I really hope to have a flexible work schedule. I think it's more possible now before Corona, because many people realized it's possible to work from home and have this flexibility. I really don't want to be working in an office or in some place that I have to be every day in the same time, 8 hours a day. So I like to be flexible, to be able to change, to adjust my own time so I can adjust when I want to travel and when I want to take some time to relax. I think that's the way I like to work. And I think in the future, this will be even more possible than now. I think that's it. Yeah.
Working from home, what will you do?
Now, for example, I teach. I've been teaching online, so with the computer, and I can also work doing things on demand. Let's say writing projects. I can do it in my own time. I don't even need to be on camera to do. I can just do by myself. The important part is that it is done and it's good in the deadline. So that's the way I prefer to work.
What do you teach?
English.
Yeah, that's so cool. Ícaro teaches English. Rafa teaches English. Luana teaches English. I think this could be a topic of our next meeting. It would be an amazing topic. Like,
about
we could
teaching.
just share. Yeah, we could just
all
share.
English teachers here.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So, what about you? The rest of the guys. I'm gonna name somebody. Rafael.
Okay.
What do you think your life will be in 20 years?
I don't know. but I'm planning some things. I've been planning on learning Spanish next year. I want to learn 2 more languages. I wanna live abroad for 20 years. I'm not sure, but I've been planning on I've been planning on moving abroad, like let's say Australia, some years ahead. I want to have a good job. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do in the future because I'm really sure that I'm gonna live abroad. I'm certain I'm gonna do that. That's why I'm not sure what would be my profession. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
What would you like to do? Like, which profession
Uh,
would you want to do?
I mean, I like to do some things. I like to repair things, repair computers. I'm not sure. Maybe I think I would study in college if I go to United States. Maybe I would take the TOEFL, and I don't know. Maybe biology. I love biology. I don't know.
Think
Biology is really
technology. Yeah, I think technology gives you lots of opportunities, more opportunities to go abroad, because it's something that
Yeah.
is growing.
Yeah,
That's what I hear.
I know that Canada has many vacancies regarding to technology.
Yeah, that is true.
cool. You could be a programmer like your brother.
I don't like to do that. I try to do. I don't like it.
Yeah, I know.
So you're kind of sharing your bucket list, like things that I want to do, that I will be doing in the future, right? Like goals, personal goals. Well, I would like to have my proficiency exams because I only have B2. I had to get a C1 and C2 and the teacher certificate because I spent a long time in my university life studying literature, and like not it's not that I didn't care, but I was more focused on literature. Like I have a postgraduate in literature, but I don't use it, so what for? Because I really like literature, and I would like to be working with English, anything that's English related. And yeah, I like Ícaro, I would like to be a professor too at university, and taking my master's as well, you know. Um, everything that's English related, I would like to be a part of it, you know. And that's it.
I'll be the linguistics professor, and you will be the literature professor. Okay. So, Lucas, 20 years.
Do you want something more realistic or my dream? Because they are really different.
Okay, tell me your dream first, and then you tell me the realistic one.
All right, my dream, it might sound weird, but my dream is to produce or guide or help producing enough feed so all people could choose between being fat or should go on a diet, because food wouldn't be a problem. I like fat people, like people that don't eat. I don't like that because it's bad. I hate not eating, and if I could do something, I would love to erase hunger from the earth. That's my dream.
That is a nice dream.
Yeah.
That is actually great.
That is my dream. My dream is to produce enough food so everyone can eat as much as they like.
I mean, that is an interesting topic, like related to hunger, right? Sometimes it is not that isn't food enough in the world, but the political problems make people suffer in certain countries, right? Too.
Yeah.
The food doesn't get there. Yeah,
the
Luana.
distribution. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem of distribution, and I see some things that are, you know, as a veterinary student, I see some things that are kind of, it's different because, you know, you see a lot of food that could be used for people, like that some animal agriculture, you know, just use them, and you see the problem with distribution. Like there is the food, but we choose not to use it on who needs it and just profit from it. So there are the distribution problem.
Yeah, what about the realistic one that you said?
The realistic one?
Yeah.
Well, I'll graduate in 2 years, and I will work on a cow milk farm, and I will be there helping to increase the production of milk, producing as much milk for kids to grow old, healthy and with strong bones.
Yes, what you can do is to research and develop ways of reducing waste or producing more, but with in less time. That's how agriculture and the food industry works. Is trying to do more with less.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do, to help producing more so people can have that choice between what they're gonna eat and not if they're gonna eat and have that worry. Every time that I think that there are people feeling hungry right now because they have absolutely nothing to eat, that makes me really sad.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's a real problem in our society nowadays. I hope that we can solve that soon, right? So it comes, it kinds of, it can be linked to the next question, which is there anything that scares you about the future? About the future, what scares you about the future? I don't know who's going to start. Rafa, what scares you about the future, Rafa?
Why me?
Because I have chosen Luana already. Lucas, I think I have already chosen for first speaker. So now it's you.
Okay, I'm gonna buy it. Is there anything that scares you? I'm not scared about this pandemic because this is gonna pass. We had many pandemics before. I'm scared about moral. I'm scared about human beings. Like it seems like human beings are getting more and more selfish and self-centered. That's what I'm worried. I'm worried about human beings, not so much about my planet or the food resources. I'm really worried about that. Moral.
That is very interesting. Okay, moral. Something to think about. What about you guys? Rafa, choose another person. We have a different variety of people here. So,
Gysa.
Sorry, I was not here and I'm back. Well, this is kind of a Black Mirror question, isn't it? like that TV show Black Mirror. I remember watching an episode that, I don't know if you watched that show, that there's a mom and she kind of controls her daughter's life, you know. I think I am afraid of losing privacy, I guess, because our lives are so out there, you know, and people will know everything about you, like, you know, the feeling that you are being watched or something like that. I feel like technology has brought that kind of feeling that we are being watched, you know, by other people, you know. And I think that's the scariest thing about technology. I don't know what future will bring, but I think maybe I think we are gonna lose the kind of privacy. I don't know. You understand what I mean?
yeah, totally. Guys, Abdul has just joined. Abdul, we are talking about things that scares us in the future, right? So I'm gonna pass to Luana now. She's gonna answer the question, and then you can think a little, Abdul, about what scares you about the future. right? So Luana, go.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, first of all, hi guys. I'm so happy to be with you here. So in the future, what is make me a little bit afraid is the same. Is the same what Gysa have said. It's there is no privacy in the future. We are followed by media, by advices, and like phone and computer and many things. So we don't have our privacy. For example, now I have my compressor in front of me, so they can turn on the camera and say what happened in my house. And also people can use my data, you know. And artificial intelligence now, they can use anything about me, and I will be followed in the future. This is the best thing that I think in the future that's will scare people. Yeah, thank you.
All right. To be followed, right? Like followed everywhere you go. Yeah. It scares a little. Luana, it's your turn.
Yeah, mine is more linked to the earth, to the environment, because if you have like a Mad Max scenario, with not enough water. I think water is the most basic thing. So we don't have that. We don't have technology. We won't have electricity. We won't have computers. So this won't be a concern. The privacy won't be a concern if you don't even have water and food. So in some parts of the, I'm maybe not in the whole world to be like Mad Max, but some parts already are basically. So they already have very little resources. So that's what I'm afraid of. What if in my city, in my state, in my country, we get to a scenario not that crazy and not with cars and fire, but that we don't have enough resources to have the kind of life we have now. So what if we have to go back to what it was before, with no technology, with nothing like we have, and no air conditioning? So imagine living like 100 years ago. That's my concern.
All right, Lucas, that was really interesting. Lucas,
that was awesome.
Yeah.
And I was like, at the whole point, like, I definitely agree with that. And she said, like, if we have no water, we will have no society, we will have no, and something we will have if we lack water, it will be war. No water, a lot of war for the water that remains. Yeah. So even though Brazil is a place in which water, it's not that likely to, you know.
Yeah, but what if the countries that has no water decide, hey, let's go to Brazil?
Yeah, that's what I say. Like,
yes.
We wouldn't lack of it, but we would be in a position in which other countries would like, oh, come on, you know, you got Amazon. Well, that's mine. You lost it. Yes. But why? It's mine. No, we have nuclear bombs. Just relax. Yeah, go ahead. Take everything you wanted. We don't want to fight. Yeah, we can dry to death. It's all right. And this is a really nice scenario because water and food, even though for us it might seem like it's not a problem because we can just open the tap water and there is a lot of it, maybe it could stop coming. Like São Paulo a couple of years, you know, they lacked water. And where I live, because of that nice company called, what's the name? The one from disaster in Brumadinho.
Vale.
Yeah, because of Vale, the water that comes to Belo Horizonte, it is contaminated with a lot of heavy metals. So who knows if we they are trying to get us water from some other place, but it's weird because the life of millions of people can be altered by just one company and in one place, and they are all around us. So it could destroy a lot of things. So those are things that make me worry about the future, the environment, because we're destroying it, and also about CO2 levels and global warming. Like, I know we gotta, make things right, but I just love to drive cars. It's awesome. I can go wherever I want, just driving my car. And I'm a part of the problem too. So I wish I could be a part of the solution, but I just can't right now.
Yeah, I found it really interesting what we talked about Brazil, right? I was just going to talk a little bit about that because because of the natural resources we have here, and we are not like we don't like that much fighting, right? So it might be
we don't fight.
Yeah, we might maybe suffer because of that, but I think the moment maybe when water becomes scarce in the world, maybe people will have learned, right, how to share things. Maybe there are technologies also that nowadays are trying to transform salty water into drinkable water, right? So maybe
it works if you are rich.
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe
most people aren't. So
yeah,
for most people, they can dry to death. It's all right.
Yeah, I totally understand your point, but we have to be positive, right? So like things are gonna be all right. I mean, for example, I think that 2 centuries ago, the people who would ride on carts like horse-led chariots were only the rich people, and nowadays almost everybody can ride a bus, right? So. It depends. It depends on what the future will be like. I was about to tell you guys also. I think personally, what scares me a lot about the future is the loss of somebody who I love. Because I have never lost a person in my life. So I think that personally, that is what scares me more in a family level, I'd say. But about the world, I think what scares me a lot is the unpredictability. I think that's the word of what might happen. Because during Middle Ages we spent 1,000 years and a half in dark, at the dark age. So who knows when another dark age is coming? It's gonna be very complicated. Sometimes the world is unpredictable. So that's what I think is what scares me the most. I'm going to lead you to the last question. Will human beings still exist in 1,000 years? What do you think? This is pretty much science fiction, a science fiction question. Will human beings still exist in 1,000 years? Abdul, you're going to be the first one.
Okay. You was asking if people can be in the, can you repeat the question?
Will human beings, will people still exist in 1,000 years? Or will be extincted?
Oh, really? Okay. So to talk about the future, it's complicated, because we plan to do a lot of things, but we get other things, for example, if yes, yesterday I planned to travel, but today I had something that make me stay and don't let me travel, but it happens, and we know that a lot of people had a plan to do for their next day, but the was died. So the future, I can't say anything about it because I don't know, and maybe it will be okay. Everybody has a normal day. Maybe we will have another environment problem, maybe we will have a good life more than we have right now. Who knows? The future, I can't say something that's could be. Yes, I don't know.
All right. So Abdul, can you choose another person to speak?
Okay, I choose because I choose Rafael. Okay, could you tell us? Do you think that people will be in the after 1,000 years?
Well, that's a difficult question. It's more like an opinion. I mean, it's a belief. I believe in God. I think we are special. I think we were created by God because our brain is so perfect, you know, it's so wonderful. And that's why I think we are not gonna die out. I think we are special. We are animals, but we are kind of we are special. Yeah, I think it is. I think this is gonna happen. I don't know. It's a belief.
All right.
No, I didn't understand, Rafael. I don't know that you tell we are perfect. We have a brain, and what's happening in the future? What do you think?
No, the question is, will human beings still exist in 1,000 years?
Yeah,
and I
this
think
is
so.
Yeah,
I'm gonna die. Of course, I'm gonna die. But I'm not saying that human species are gonna die out. I don't believe that. Like dinosaurs, they die out some years ago, some million years ago. I don't believe that.
Okay. Yes, I understand right now.
You know?
Thank you.
All right, Rafa, choose another person to answer that question.
Luana.
Yeah. So I think I wish I could be so optimistic, but I think I believe we won't be 7 billion anymore. If something's going to happen, I don't think Earth can sustain 7 billion or more for very longer. So I think humans will still exist, but will be very different. Society will be different. So hopefully we'll have will be more sustainable. If we are not all destroyed by a meteor. That's every now and then they say on TV, not on TV, but they say that NASA find out there is a meteor was very close to hit Earth. And if it does, what are we going to do? There's nothing we can do.
All right. Yeah, there is nothing we can do about meteors, right? Luana, choose another person.
So, Gysa.
I am totally clueless about that question. I feel like it's more like maybe it should be answered by a biologist or someone that has more knowledge about stuff, anyway. But I think that human beings, they are really good at surviving, you know? We have survived already through a bunch of stuff, and we are surviving through this pandemic too, finding new ways to get by, you know. And yeah, I think human beings will be there. And I'm totally clueless. Totally, I don't know what to say.
So finally, Lucas.
Yeah, that's someone said that it was more of an opinion, and I think it is. I not only think that we will be alive in 1,000 years, but I think that we will be living among the stars.
Yeah, I was going to tell something about it. So,
that's what I hope for the future. And I hope it doesn't take too long. I think that the people that are going to live outside the Earth will be in a disadvantage because the place we live is just magnificent. And they can be jealous of us because we can go to waterfalls, to the ocean. We can have some fun, and they won't be able to do that. But you know, like, it's good for the species. You guys have to think about the whole. So that's it. I think we will be living and hopefully living not only on Earth, but among the stars too. And I just hope that we don't destroy our home first, because it would suck.
Yeah, I share the same opinion as Lucas. I think the Earth is leading that path. You know, like sometime in history in the future, we are gonna be able to colonize other planets. Maybe, right? Because it needed a huge amount of technology to do that, to cross the speed of light and everything. But maybe we can do this before we fall, right? Before our society consume everything that planet has. I hope we might be able to survive the next millennia, maybe. Who knows, right? But I share the same opinion as Lucas. So guys, I'm going to finish the talk now, right? If you have any considerations, anything you'd like to say about the topic, because we have Zoom has given us free time to talk. So
that's great.
Ícaro.
Yeah,
that's great.
I want to say something's not related to the topic, but when you guys do the self-introduction, like we have to follow kind of a standard script, you know? Like name, age, native language, purpose. Can talk about your occupation too. Then that's it.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
I appreciate if you follow the script.
Yeah.
Have you? Yeah. That's it.
All right, guys. So, is there anything that you'd like to say? It's about lunchtime in Brazil, right?
Yes. I'm hungry.
All right. So
we have something in common. I'm also hungry. The first hunger that I will kill will be mine.
All right.
Sorry, what did you say?
What are you gonna eat at lunch?
Yeah, that's an interesting question.
Tagine.
Tagine, oh. Oh, really?
Typical dish in Morocco.
Yeah. Honestly, today for Friday, people here make couscous for a special day, Friday. Know that?
Couscous, yeah. Remember that, Ícaro?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
We have.
Is someone talks about that for you?
Yeah, actually, because
I want to say something, just because if I don't, I'm gonna forget about it. So by Sunday, we're gonna have this meeting. I am gonna be hosting, and the topic is actually about talking about events in your city, you know, touristic spots that you like to go to. And I would like you to take part in the meeting, you know, like, because if we have Brazilians here only, it's going to be like, you know, kind of boring. But if we have Abdul and the other guys from Morocco, maybe Karina will join too, you know.
Yeah, it
Celebrations
will be
in your city, in your place. So it's gonna be at 6:30 p.m. So
that's great. But I don't know. Right now I find a lot of Brazilian people. I learn with them English right now. I don't find other people learning English, but I find a lot of people that I talk with them every single day. I am so happy to be with you guys from Brazil.
no,
we're so happy to have you too.
It's kind.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, guys. So I'll be ending the conversation. Right. See you on Sunday. We have another meeting with Gysa. Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Later.